Hey guys, Chris here with a quick belt video on a belt that I've been working on. I haven't been able to upload many videos recently. I've just had lots of stuff going on, keeping busy with leather work and just life in general and other commitments. So I saw a small passage of time to quickly get a video out for this one, so I'll just make this short and sweet. But this is a really cool belt. This is the 3-plate Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. This is the Reggie Parks version of the belt, which is still being used today in 2023, which, as a Reggie Parks fan and a belt mark, I think that's just super cool. His legacy lives on, and I think it's just really cool that they're still using this belt. I'm a huge fan of this design. I know it's a take on one of Reggie's other designs, which was the UWF belts, I believe. But I actually prefer this one. It's a very simple design, but just looks really simple and elegant, especially in the nickel, which I think is just really cool for a championship belt, like a World Heavyweight Championship belt. So yeah, these plates were hand cut, and I went with copper, nickel, and chrome plating for these plates. It's been a bit of a learning curve. I don't think I'd go with chrome again. It's probably just a bit of an unnecessary step. I found chrome was supposed to add a bit extra shine, but I was noticing during the nickel plating, it was already looking really, really good. So if I was to do it over again, I probably wouldn't have that extra chrome plating, but it's come out really nice. Yeah, I'm still sort of finding my feet painting plates. So I did paint these ones. I've got some improvement to do there, but it's lots of fun. I did get some good advice about painting these plates, and that was if you're painting like a large area like these letters here, there's a lot of area to cover, is just to keep your toothpick or just your applicator in general, keep it moving and just spread that paint out evenly, because if you do it slowly or in pieces, then one portion of the paint may dry and it'll end up in a ripple or an inconsistency in the paint. So I followed that advice, and that was really helpful actually. So the paint came out pretty well on those parts. I do find the banner areas of the belts harder to paint, because obviously to negotiate between the letters and also just get a consistent wall around the top and bottom is something I'm still working on. But as far as it goes, this is probably one of the more simple belts to paint. I mean, there's only 2 colors. It's only the banner and the letters, but obviously still finding my feet on that. But yeah, really cool, simple, elegant design. I recall Reggie Parks saying that when he was giving advice to Dave Milliken, that you wouldn't put a Mona Lisa in a crap frame, and basically saying that, if the plates are of high quality, then don't rush the leather, make sure the leather's just as nice as the plates, which I've tried to do. It's a very simple design. The leather came out pretty well. It's Midwest texture in the snap box. And I actually usually use a thin leather for the backing. And the reason I use that is because it's very smooth and nice to touch, but also on the sides, it burnishes really easy. It blends into the leather really, really well. But I hadn't used that on this one. I went to my leather supplier and I said, what else do you have that I could use on this belt? Because I wanted to go all out on it. And he recommended this, which is like a textured leather. He described it as motorcycle jacket leather. But I actually find it's very similar to like upholstery grade leather, like furniture leather. A bit like the smell of when you walk into a furniture shop, like a high-end leather furniture shop. That's what it smells like. But yeah, these belt reviews are getting out of hand if I start talking about what it smells like. So anyway, that turned out really good, and it's obviously all blended in on the sides, but it's a nice difference. I've got a belt that's been re-leathered by Jamar, and he uses a very similar leather on the backing as well, and just it comes out really nice. So I may start using this one more often. But all in all, it was a fun belt to work on. It's just for my collection. I do notice that there are still replicas of these floating around. I do find they're probably a little bit overpriced for what they are at the moment, but the supply and demand factor is there. There's a lot of people demanding them because this belt's being used on television at the moment, so they're probably charging a little bit more than what they're worth, but I'm sure that price will fluctuate again and it might go down. I was convinced when I started this belt that Ring of Honor would upgrade their belts or change designs, before I was finished, which as of today's recording date, they haven't changed it, but I heard that's on its way. So anyway, this was lots of fun to work on. I'll take some outdoor shots of the belt as well. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.